Live in Houston. Ryan, good morning.
Good morning. I'm actually at an evacuation center where thousands of these evacuees have been seeking shelter. They've been coming by the busloads, many of them holding bags of their possessions, whether it be clothes or pictures or what have you, flooded out of their homes, flooded out essentially of their neighborhoods. And they actually have to walk miles to get to these points where they can be picked up by a bus in the water. So many of them are still wet when they arrive. Trying to figure out what to do with their dogs, trying to figure out dietary needs, health needs. The Red Cross is here to help them out with that, and it looks like thousands of people, at least to this point, are taking advantage of that.
Ryan, we're hearing that there was some conflicting reports that people were told to stay in their homes and then others were told to leave?
Well, just prior to Hurricane Harvey hitting the Corpus Christi area, the governor had told people to evacuate, and he said, even as far as Houston. The mayor, though, telling people, no, you don't need to evacuate, and the city saying this as well. What we need you to do is shelter in place. Don't be out on the roadways so we don't have to make these, water car rescues. So the flack that the mayor's getting right now is, why didn't you just tell all these people to leave, and then, when the floodwaters rose, we wouldn't be having to make all of these rescues. But the mayor says, look, if we would have, this is the fourth largest city in the country, if we would have forced millions of people to leave, we would have had a whole slew of other problems, including the roadway problems. Would these people have had gas? Was this going to be a traffic issue? Where would these people go? Would they all go north? Would they go west? So he seems to feel like he made the right decision, although they have had to rescue thousands upon thousands of people here already from their homes.
Are people still on rooftops waiting for somebody to come by and pick them up?
Well, I have to tell you, the rains continue, so it's possible that we see more of that today. The police chief just wrapping up a press conference a few moments ago saying that they expect to make another 200 rescues today, people who were kind of in line to be rescued. They've already made 2,000. They're hoping once daybreak comes, things do kind of get a little bit better. Maybe the water recedes a little, only another 1 to 2 inches expected today, but it continues to rain, and the forecast shows it's going to continue to rain through Friday.
Ryan Burrow is in Houston. We're hearing that the two dams west of Houston, they're releasing water from those dams?
Yeah, so there are two reservoirs, and they're concerned that the dams are going to burst because they've taken in so much water. So what they're telling people in these neighborhoods is, we've never done this before, but we're going to manually release some of the water into these neighborhoods. So this is essentially a man-made flood, and they're telling people in these areas, you probably want to get out. These are voluntary evacuations, but they know they've never done this before. This is the only way to release the pressure so those dams don't burst and create a whole slew of other problems. These people in these neighborhoods have got to seek higher ground or seek shelter somewhere.
Ryan Burrow, what is the forecast? How much more rain is going to fall on this region?
This tropical storm continues to spin back out into the Gulf, and now it looks as though it's tracking toward Galveston, could hit Galveston, and then, Houston's not too far away from that. So, the impacts of this tropical storm could be felt Tuesday and Wednesday, and the rain bands could be felt even as far as Friday. They're saying maybe another 20 inches of rain through Friday. Another
20 inches of rain. How much rain, because we're getting all sorts of numbers, how much rain has actually fallen so far?
Well, we're getting it varies too based on region, but I mean, we know we've already got at least 25 inches in the books at this point. I think that might have been through yesterday, so I don't know from the rain that fell today and what's coming. But yeah, I mean, we're getting up into the 50 inches of rain, category as far as over a 7-day, 10-day span.
So unlike Katrina, once the rain stopped, the water stayed because it was sort of a bathtub effect. Once the rain stopped, will the water subside quickly, or what's the thought process there?
No, I mean, Houston is very wide. It's made out of a lot of concrete. There are some bayous that have already flown over their banks, essentially, or whatever you call that. And really, there's nowhere for the water to go until it kind of gently rushes down and gets back into the Gulf via various streams and rivers. So, no, this could take a long time. There's really no place for this water to go.
Ryan Burrow, ABC News correspondent in Houston. Ryan, thanks for checking in. Be safe.
Take care.
6:56.